What's up, everybody? So in today's video, I found the top 7 currently active homes on the market in Northern Virginia under 1.5 million. So I think you're going to be surprised with these homes. A lot of people think you can just basically buy like a studio condo overlooking a parking lot in Northern Virginia for 1.5 million. In reality, you can get some pretty sick homes. So let's jump into it. So first up, we have this new construction home in Alexandria, 1.55 million. This is a 5-bed, 6-bathroom home. You have 4,265 square feet on 3 levels. Obviously new construction. You got a nice flat lot there. Looks like one car. You got the garage. You can see there the house behind there was redone as well. And then you got these smaller homes. I love the exterior. This is Atri Homes. So they do a lot of high quality work in the Nova area. So walking in, we got the tray ceilings, nice lighting. You got the wide plank, looks like hardwood floors there. The accent wall in the office. Got the gas fireplace. Gorgeous tray ceilings here. I like the big windows. I mean, it's not like you have 5 acres, you're overlooking wilderness or anything. But obviously the big windows, help with the natural light. The kitchen back here. I love the under cabinet. I love this lighting underneath. And I don't know if they had a great photographer or it's just a sunny day, but it seems like it gets pretty good natural light. Plenty of cabinet space here. And you got the fence all around. This home, you're also just a short walk to the Holland Hall Shopping Center. I'll show it to you on a map as well. And you are in the Waynewood Elementary School District, which is fairly popular around here. Oh, we even have a deck off the back. Yeah, they got these cool modern walls going on here. Mudroom area. Nice bathroom. They actually did mention that the deck off the main level and the deck off the top level, you have sweeping western sunset views. So I guess maybe you do have really nice views. It's like good size bedrooms. They got the modern bathrooms going on. Oh, interesting. You even have a fireplace on the top floor. Oh, that's super cool. So you have this fireplace up here with this top level deck. So this is what they were talking about. Yeah, that's awesome. Love a little outdoor space. Got the trees changing colors here. And we got the 2-car garage as well. And here's the deck. I like that it's fenced in. It's a flat lot. I'll show you the Google Street images and just where it's on the map as well. And then the median prices around here. So this is at 1.55. The median prices are like $700K for more of those like smaller fixer-upper ones, up to 1.8. So there are some new construction homes that sell for higher than this. Not to say there's no room for negotiation or anything like that, but kind of seems to be priced fairly well, has a nice look to it. And here we are on the map. So the Holland Hall Shopping Center is right there. Over in this neighborhood, you have like 6 million, like several $6 million houses that are almost on the market. And then down here is the most expensive house in the entire state of Virginia, as far as I'm aware, Dan Snyder's house for $65 million, or actually, sorry, $60 million. Former owner of the Commanders, if you weren't aware. And then we have Old Town Alexandria. So you're a little bit further down, but you get a brand new house, $1.5 million. It's going to be a quieter neighborhood, but pretty good value. All right, moving on to the next home. And if you guys have any questions about any of these homes, reach out to my team and I below. And also be sure you're signed up for my Northern Virginia weekly email newsletter. We go over like local market updates, different houses, helpful info. Even if you're like a year or two away from buying, it's good to kind of keep your pulse on the market. All right, we are headed to Annandale, one of my favorite places. You have great restaurants, scenic houses. You get a little bit more house for your money, and you're starting to see a lot more development around here. So this is a cool looking house. This is like a fortress. Look at this area. It looks like, oh, I thought that was a 3rd-car garage, but no, you got a 2-car garage. This house is built pretty solidly, as you can tell, 7,500 square feet. And this is one of those multi-generational kinds of homes. So if you need that, could be a good option. And one good thing about Annandale, you have so many parks and like recreational areas. I actually played for Annandale Team America growing up. Had some pretty good seasons there back in the day. It was a soccer team, so we played over at Mason District Park. Oh, look, we even have like a gazebo thing going on. So this one is under 1.5. This is at 1.37, and it's a 7,500 square foot house, which is massive. We have 7 bedrooms, 5 full bathrooms, 2 half bathrooms. This one, you have the renovated kitchen. Looks like it was built in 1982. You got a pretty large lot. It's almost a little bit over a half acre, 0.58 acre lot. Huge dining area, living area combo. I mean, the house looks like it's been updated recently. We got some air hockey. And this home is also at the end of a quiet cul-de-sac. You're on a private corner lot. They probably added these recessed lights even in the 1980s. I don't know if people were doing all these. I don't know when recessed lights became a thing. But a lot of these Annandale houses, there's no like recessed lights. So it's kind of, some of them are kind of darker because you have all these trees everywhere. But yeah, gorgeous. Look at these views. You got the tree views, plus you got this light and good windows. Carpet might be, I mean, the carpet doesn't look bad, but you know, some people like to update that. Gorgeous bathroom here. It looks like maybe a hallway bathroom. Also been updated. Almost looks like this was like a Airbnb rental property. You got the TVs everywhere and it's nicely done. Like one of those luxury Airbnb properties. This would be the basement. So we got looks like the vinyl flooring, the new vinyl flooring. Plenty of space down here. We got our little kitchenette going on. Got the random couch there. Oh, look at this little shower here. Kind of cool. And this might be kind of a bedroom, but not really because the window would need to be a little bit bigger. This would be a bedroom. You got the window right here. At least it looks like it'd be a good enough size. Oh, see, they have it. This definitely had to be an Airbnb. They got the movie room down here. And it's so many bedrooms and it's updated. Wow, upstairs is kind of cool. They got the separate HVAC unit as well. Huge room here. Wow. Was not expecting all of this. And then main level, we got the big bay windows. So like I mentioned, this is priced at 1.37. The prices around this neighborhood are like $700K for more of a fixer-upper up to $2 million. So the median price around here is about $925. So this is definitely above the median price, but definitely nowhere near like the highest price in this area. Because Annandale, you can get the new construction. There are new construction homes for like $2 million. But this might be like one of the biggest houses in Annandale. Well, Annandale has some big houses, but this is definitely going to be one of the bigger houses you'll see. We got our 2-car garage. This might need a little bit of, maybe someone would need to spray it or paint it, refurbish it a little bit. But that's pretty nice. That's pretty scenic. Look at how giant of a space this is. I mean, somebody built a fortress here, and I kind of like it. And let me show you the location real quick. So here's the house. You're just minutes from Inova Fairfax Hospital, Mosaic District, Tyson's Corner. It's going to be over here. And then, quick access to 495, Route 66. So if you want like a nice, big, scenic house that's also upgraded, you're a little bit further out, but Annandale's not too. Annandale's a pretty easy commute, honestly. This might be my favorite so far out of two. All right, we are moving on to the next one. Let me know what you guys are thinking so far. And also let me know if there's a format that you want to see. If you want to see like 750K houses in Fairfax, 750K townhouses in Fairfax, or 2-bedroom condos in Shirlington. I read all the comments. So if you want a specific video, I literally might just make it for you. I take the feedback very seriously from the comments, unless somebody's just trolling, which a lot of you trolls out there. All right, we are headed to Arlington, Alcova Heights. This is an awesome neighborhood. You're so close to everything. Great area. You got parks. You're close to Clarendon. You're close to Columbia Pike. Obviously, you're close to DC. This one is actually listed at 1.4. And it was built in 2004, so it's not going to have a brand new house feel, but it's not going to feel like an old house either. And you got the 2-car garage right there. Had some friends that grew up in this neighborhood. Look at this open kitchen. It looks like this has definitely been updated since 2004. Got the gorgeous wood floors here. This one's also 5 beds, 4.5 baths. 3862 square feet. So almost 4,000 square feet on 3 levels. So that's a pretty good size house. It's not a 7,500 square foot house like the last one, but a lot of people can make a 4,000 square foot house work. That's not too big, not too small. Yeah, they definitely spent some money on this kitchen. That almost looks like a commercial grade range right there. That looks like a Viking range. And there's no HOA in this. Look, they got the big farmhouse sink, which I like. There's no HOA with this one. This is the primary bedroom here. Some of the other upgrades. See, I like when someone's closet is nice and organized. It's usually a good sign when you walk into someone's house and everything is like orderly. Home inspectors always say when you're looking at houses, if you just walk up to the house and it's all disheveled, it's going to be a long inspection. Whereas if everything's like tidy, the grass is mowed, it's going to be much better. Got our laundry here. Some of the upgrades they did since 2004, they said they did HVAC and hot water heater in 2019, fence and driveway in 2020. So the roof is probably original. So, it's like 20-year roof. So you probably only got like 5 to 10 years left on it. Some insurance companies might have an issue with that. Look at this lower level theater room. That's pretty cool. So this is the basement. We're going to be politically correct and call it a lower level, not a basement. This is, I actually really like this. Got our little gym, equipment conveys. They just want to get rid of this. It almost looks like a Gold's Gym. Check out the shirt too. All right, enough promotion for Gold's Gym. So backyard, you got a gazebo. So this is going to be like a low maintenance kind of backyard. I like that it's fenced in, a little bit of yard space, but you're not going to be playing soccer or anything like that. And like I said, tell me what you want to see on these videos. So I'm going to give you the street view. Tell me if you like seeing the street view. So like you can see, it's more like Alcova Heights, the houses are not like, you don't have an acre or anything like that, but it's a nice, quiet residential neighborhood next to parks. And you're seeing a lot of these older houses, being torn down, whether for good or for bad. Looks like we have a church right there. I'd have to find out a little more about what that is. And then this is Glebe Road. So that's obviously like a main road. You got a bus stop right here. So for under 1.5, 1.4 million for like a new-ish kind of house, 5 beds, 4.5 baths, that's a pretty good deal, I think. And as far as prices go, so this is listed at 1.399, basically 1.4. The prices around here kind of range from 800 up to like a little over 2 million. So this is kind of a little bit above the median. The median price is about $1 million for this neighborhood. And this kind of being like a newer house, obviously it's going to be, a bit above the median, but you don't have to pay that new construction $2 million price either. And of course, if you have any questions about this home or any homes, whether they're on this list or not, reach out to my team and I below, and we would love to assist you. You can call us, text us, sign up for our email list, whatever you prefer. Follow us on Instagram. So this is a nice one. So you're at the asking price is 1.569900. So a little bit above 1.5, but you're not to say people aren't negotiable these days. We got a 2-car garage here. This one was built 2017, and it's also one of the largest and newest floor plans in the subdivision. I like some outdoor space, a little patio area here. This one is 5 bedrooms, 6 bathrooms, and you have a little bit over 5,000 square feet across 4 levels. So pretty big house here. And it looks like they got the nice hardwood floors, kind of like an office, open office, or just open room area on that main level. Dining room. Yeah, it looks like it's been kept in pretty good condition here. Our big screen TV. Kitchen almost looks newer than, no, it's probably 2017. But yeah, huge kitchen, nice big island, plenty of lights. It's a private Trex deck with custom built-in lighting and bistro lights. So I guess we're calling these bistro lights here. Perfect for nighttime entertaining, backyard dinners, which I would agree. They got the little privacy thing up right there, but that's a pretty good sized deck. So yeah, this would be a good little dinner area. Got our mud room, washer dryer. So we got carpet in the bedrooms, which is totally fine, but just FYI. Got, looks like the Jack and Jill, or got the 2 sinks over there. I like the green backdrop, the nature views. So I believe this is the primary. Got the 2 sinks, the tub, pretty good sized shower. We got the bench there. Yeah, look at that. We got the shower heads. And upstairs, this is a 4-level house. So kind of a taller house, I guess you could say. Well, they have a basement too. So 3 levels up top, 1 below. Plenty of storage space. Finished basement. Finished basements are always good for resale. Anytime I see a house without a finished basement, I'm like, it's nice, but it's going to crush the resale value. So the yard, you don't have a ton of yard space, but some people don't want a huge yard. And again, you're in Fairfax, so you're, got plenty of parks, so it kind of slopes down a little bit. In terms of water, it's good for that. Let me show you the location as well as the comps real quick. So you're less than 2 miles to the Vienna Metro Station, close to Mosaic District, several shopping centers, plethora of restaurants, easy access to Route 50 right here, 495 and 66. And then, you're a little bit further out to Arlington and DC, but still a good location. So here's the street view. They got it blurred out for some reason. You do have Route 50 is like right there. I mean, I like that there's this side road and then you have another side road. But I think being that close to 50 will, some people might not want to be that close to Route 50, but I like that there is some type of barrier there. As far as the comps, this one is listed at 1,569,900. The comps have sold in this range in this subdivision. So comps have been from 1.48 to 1.6. This is kind of towards the higher end, but kind of, right where the comps have sold. So, I think it's probably priced fairly well. Moving on, we have another new-ish kind of house in Falls Church. This one's at 1.395, and this was built in 2006. So it's not going to have an old feel, but, you probably need to do some updates to it. Well, just generally speaking, a 2006 house. I love this front porch again. Falls Church is such a great area in terms of resale value, in terms of, being close to things, popularity, everything. So what do they say? Colonial style build with classic touches like hardwood floors, crown molding, 9-foot ceilings. So we got the nice kitchen here. You can see they have the granite countertops, which obviously were like much more popular around 2006, but granite's still nice, still popular. It looks like they might have a Viking range here. Like the tray ceiling they got going on. People might paint it a different color, but that's not a bad color. It's just maybe not as neutral as some people would like. Yeah, it looks like it's been well maintained. This is the primary, the tall ceilings here. I'd probably paint it a different color, but not a big deal. So yeah, they got it looks like 2006 bathroom, but totally fine. Maybe someone would upgrade it at some point, but perfectly fine the way it is. Got the carpet. I like this office here. And this one is 5 bedrooms, 4.5 bathrooms, and you're almost at 4,000 square feet. You're at 38 square feet. This is super cool. They got the wine. So I don't even really drink wine, but that's just cool to have. I can respect that. I'd probably make my wine, if I had a wine cellar space, it'd definitely be a sauna, turn it into a sauna. But, you get a big enough house, maybe you could do both. Nice big basement there. If that's a wood deck, you might need to be replaced, but not bad. They got the fire pit, fenced in yard, and obviously not a huge yard, but I like that there's a fire pit, there's a deck. The location is also walking distance to downtown Falls Church, at least according to the listing. So you got the new Whole Foods there, you got plenty of restaurants, everything like that. And then as far as the prices around here, the median price is around like 900,000. Obviously, this being a newer, bigger house, this one's at 1.395. But new construction in Falls Church can get over 2.5, over 2 million. So seems like it's priced fairly well. Got our Harris Teeter and all our fun stuff to do. And I'll show you the map view real quick. So there's downtown Falls Church, 7 corners. You got Metro. And of course, Arlington is over here. And let me know if you prefer the map view, the street view, if you don't want to see either, if you want to see both. Just kind of curious. So here is the street view of the house right there. And anytime you're looking at any property, it's always a good idea to see the street view because you never know, what you're going to find. You might see a huge building going up. You might see brand new construction. You might see a park. You might see something good, bad, whatever. But you always want to kind of like creep around the neighborhood on Google Street View to see what's going on. Of course, you want to drive the neighborhood too, but this is just like kind of the initial look. All right, heading out to Great Falls now. And as always, if you guys have any questions about any of these properties, you want to see comps, set up a showing, whatever it might be, reach out to my team and I below, and we would love to assist you. And also be sure to sign up for my Northern Virginia weekly email newsletter in the link below. We go over Northern Virginia, like market updates, different houses, helpful things like that. All right, so Great Falls, 1.6 million. This one is over 5,000 square feet. You got 4 beds, 5 baths. And you're on an over 2-acre lot. You got privacy, mature landscaping, farmland style space. So now we're talking. You go out to Great Falls, you can get a house like this for about 1.5. I mean, this is 1.6, but kind of still in that ballpark range. So I love their photographer here. This is pretty sweet. This is a great view. See over here, you do have the double yellow line road, which obviously means it's a little bit of a busier road. But I think with all this landscaping around and being on 2 acres, it's kind of makes up for it. Wow, what if I don't know who this photographer was, but I need to get their contact info. Man, this is incredible. This might be one of the nicer houses I've seen. And then you can see the houses that we just looked at over in the background over here. No, but these are like some epic shots. I feel like this should be like on a poster or something. Look at the pool. They got the neighbor's house next door. This is like a real Virginia retreat right here. Wait, what is this house? Is that even a house? It's like a circular shape. I'm very intrigued. We might have to do Google Street View and check that one out. But you get the long driveway, beautiful landscaping. I mean, this is much more of that like traditional colonial type of look. Got the foyer. See, this is what I mean. There's no like recessed lights in these houses. Dining room here. Kitchen, like not bad, not like super updated, but not bad. Got some of the wallpaper, so people might want to update that a little bit. And anytime we look at these properties, we look at the property history to see like last time it sold. So this is probably, my guess would be like an original owner who's like it looks like it's been maintained very well, but maybe not like fully updated kind of thing. Yeah, we got the yellow wallpaper here. Does that say sassy powder room? All right. Doing business in style. Yeah, there's a lot of rooms, a lot of space. It's not like a fixer upper, but that's such a cool view right there. This is a balcony from the bedroom. And we got the fireplace, walk-in closet. This is the primary bath. You got the 2 sinks. Oh, the shower looks like it's probably been updated. Yeah, so we got the wallpaper, a lot of wallpaper, which I've kind of seen wallpaper. Some people are kind of bringing wallpaper back, but you might do some cosmetic upgrades here, but it seems like it's been very well maintained. And this is at 1.6. The prices in this neighborhood range from like 1.1 up to like 4.2. Obviously, that's for like brand new construction types of homes. Got the scenic lot back here. And so this one's at 1.8. So this is kind of like right in the median, a little bit higher, slightly higher end, but kind of like right in the middle of where these Great Falls homes sell for. But this is a really gorgeous property. The roof looks pretty good, although, we always have to check the last time they replaced it and that kind of thing. I don't know if that's an addition right there. You would have to do some lawn mowing. And they did mention you could add a pool if you want. So this would be the type of house you might add a pool. It could actually help with value, or it wouldn't really hurt value. Sometimes I see pool houses and I'm like, it doesn't really work. But this would be the type of house where you could add a pool and it would be totally fine. And let me just show you the location. We pretty much already saw the street view. So Great Falls, so Dulles Airport's over here, Sterling, Reston, Tyson's Corner, Arlington. So it's easy access to Route 7, 495, reasonable commute to Tyson's Corner, Reston, or DC, while still having that country feel home base for 1.6. So let me know what you think. And we still have a couple more houses to go. All right, next up we have McLean, Virginia. It's actually in Great Falls Street in McLean, Virginia. So that's a little confusing there, but okay. This one is exactly at 1.5, and we have 5 bedrooms, 4 full bathrooms. This one is 3,054 square feet, but it was like fully renovated. So a little bit of a smaller house, but you have this really nice looking renovation. We got the wide plank flooring here. So this was built in 1962, fully renovated in late 2025, which is like right now, basically. See, they added the recessed lights. Look like they probably opened it up a little bit. So it's engineered hardwood floors, chef's kitchen with, where is the chef's kitchen? Dining room area. All right, so chef's kitchen, quartz countertops, high-end GE cafe, appliances, custom cabinetry. Big window right there. Yeah, looks pretty good. They got this little step down, but that's okay. So kind of like, no, it's not a galley kitchen, but it's just a different layout. I mean, I like that it's opened on over there. And you can sit at the island and it walks right out to your fenced in backyard. Oh, interesting. This is like a kind of like a sunroom off of the kitchen. So you could put some plants there. Got a main floor full bath. Looks like a pretty high-end bathroom. Main floor bedroom. Always nice to have that main floor bedroom. And we're heading upstairs. Whoa, that's kind of cool. We got the fireplace, sitting area, super tall ceilings, it looks like. And we got our beverage cooler, wet bar area up here. So this is the primary suite. Pretty good size. I like the staging. Super. Wow, check out this bathroom. Look how big the shower is. Got the 2 sinks. Looks very modern. You got the rain head and the sprayer. A little nook right there. And you're in McLean, Virginia, so obviously the school district is a big thing. So you're in the McLean High School District, Longfellow Middle School, Kent Gardens Elementary School. And this is bedroom number 4. Pretty good size bedroom there. There's 5 bedrooms, 4 full baths total, and bedroom number 5. So it's listed at 1.5. The prices here range from 1.1 to like 3.7 for like a new construction. And the median price is around 2 million. So, you know, this house is smaller, but it seems like a very nice renovation. It's got the 5 bedrooms. So, you know, it seems priced fairly well. You know, you're about $400K above the lowest price ones and still well under the median prices for this area. 2-car garage. And let me show this to you on the map. So Tyson's Corners right there, Pimmet Hills. You got Kirby Road right there. So minutes from downtown McLean, close to Tyson's Corner, easy access to the metro via the Silver Line. Ideal for commuters. So yeah, 1.5 million, not bad. So let me know if you have any videos you want to see, like under 750K in Springfield, Virginia, at least 4 bedrooms or whatever your criteria is. Drop that in the comments, and if it's a reasonable enough request, I'll do a video on it. And of course, as always, if you guys have any questions or want to set up a showing, reach out to my team and I below, and we would love to assist you. And sign up for my newsletter if you haven't already. And if you've made it to the end of this video and you haven't signed up for my newsletter yet, I don't know what you're doing. All right, see you on the next one.